10 minutes of Q&A.
Okay.
It's going to be really easy questions down the line, like what's your name, what do you play in the band, how did you start playing, what's your name,
Sure.
what's your influences, easy things like that.
Yeah.
If we do get any live questions, I'll probably ask those as well. Then about 10 minutes in, you'll play a song.
Okay.
Then we'll go back to about 10 more minutes of questioning.
Okay.
And then you'll play a song about 7 minutes of the hour, and then I'll come back after your second song and just say thanks for being my guest and check out, do like announcements for next time. And that's it.
Nice.
It really goes by quickly. So if there's anything you really want to say it right away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something important would be like just name your next couple shows.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, right now. So
And,
we can look at that.
and any easy ways to get your music online, like if you know a SoundCloud or a iTunes or wherever your stuff is.
Look at that accordion, I'll make sure file.
And any fun facts that you should know.
Cool right now. No.
Are you gonna wear that during the interview, Colin?
Yeah, for at least the first one, because it's hard to throw on. Is that cool if I just have it?
Yeah, you go for it. You're like pregnant with an accordion.
I mean, that's a good look, too, right? Like, I'm not wrong, right? Like,
If you wanted to wear a crop top, no one would
right?
even know. How are you surviving in your turtlenecks, by the way?
I don't know. They're hot.
Is that a thing for your band?
Yeah.
That you wear turtlenecks? How's that working out for your summer show so far?
Austin doesn't like them. Austin
Yeah, I
doesn't
see
like
that, Austin. I am with you. No, I enjoy the aesthetic, but boy, I run hot.
Yeah, you're warm. But
Yeah, we were really conscious about finding breathable fibers because that was really important to Colin when we were searching for fabrics.
Okay, so
But we ended up pulling the trigger.
maybe I should save these. I'm going to save this because I want to ask about the turtlenecks
Okay. All right.
in the interview.
I'll
You're
talk
comfortable
about
with that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So, I'm just going to wait till this pops up.
Well, he'll tell us when he's going live. He's still outside, so he's not going live. I have to cut like 2 minutes early today.
That's okay.
I'm going to DC.
Do you have a gig?
No, my husband's a film critic, and we're going to the screening of Aladdin.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
And it starts at
Lucky
7
ducky.
sharp. I know, I get to see all these movies before they come out. It's still like
In DC,
That's really
you know
cool.
that is? All that kind of stuff.
and he teaches at AU.
What who's the writer?
Finale.
All right.
So
Cool.
his work on Sunday night was to sit on the couch, watch Game of
Right.
Thrones, and then like
Right.
write about it till 2
Right.
a.m. and then he didn't have to work on Monday. So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the review they wrote about you and Frederick Music?
No.
Check it out.
Go
Yeah.
there.
Frederick, where's
Yeah.
this?
Guys, we're
What is the name of it, Dave?
What's up,
What's up, Frederick?
What's up, Frederick? Oh, what is Frederick?
Or what is Frederick?
Yeah, our friend Declan.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. He's an angel. We did see that one.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
those are.
I'm gonna hit it.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome. We're at Local Live in downtown Frederick, here at Making Music, your favorite local music store. My name's Ashley. I'm the lead singer of Vinyl Rhino, as well as Slingshot, as well as work for Showtime Sound, as well as host this show. I'm very delighted to be here today with the Fun Boys. Everybody say hello.
Hello, everybody.
All right, now out there in cyberspace, we're going to go ahead and share the link so everybody can see it. And while Colin and I do that, you want to go ahead down the line and introduce yourself, tell us what you play, your name, and fun fact about yourself.
My name is Austin. I play bass and I eat tacos on Tuesdays.
That's perfect.
No, it makes sense why you would do that because they both begin with the letter T.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's a nickname that we gave him. But we
Oh.
gave it to him, here's the trick, Ashley,
Yes, I'm
for no
listening.
reason.
No reason.
The tacos on Tuesdays came after the name.
Oh,
My
that's
name's Sam, and I play vocals and I sing piano in the band. A fun fact about me is I never got to go trick-or-treating when I was younger.
Oh.
So I never had fun scary. I only had scary. So I was terrified of horror movies until well into my 20s.
Wow.
Yeah,
And how old are you now?
well into my 20s.
Oh, that's good. So they're still getting you at every turn.
No, I'm fine now.
Okay.
I know, that's not true.
All right, I don't know where to go from there.
Well, I'm
Yeah, let's
Andrew,
go on.
and I play guitar. I'm
Yeah.
just an all-American boy.
You're an all-American boy, Andrew.
That's me.
That's fantastic.
See, today he introduced himself as Andrew to you,
Yes.
but we all call him Haas. And I don't know if it's like a secret.
Haas?
Yeah, we call him, it's his last name.
Your last name is Haas?
Yeah.
Like a horse
Maybe that's why he
Like-
doesn't tell people that it's Haas. That might.
Haas? That's also a steakhouse. Haas.
Yeah, Haas's
Yeah,
Steakhouse.
yeah.
That's not your family. You can't like get us deals or
No,
anything,
we're
Andrew?
He's not the heiress to the Haas
Unfortunately.
No?
steak pyre.
Do you
Free
eat
hat
beef?
from there
Do you
one
like
time.
steak?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, occasionally. Good Haas steak. Well,
Mhm.
thank you, Haas, for that information. And now moving on.
I'm Colin Schulzenberger. I do everything. in
You
this
do
band.
everything,
I'm
not bragging.
completely in
No,
control.
he's not bragging. No.
I'm
It's actually
completely in control.
he's actually being pretty
of
modest
their
right now.
souls. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is pretty modest for me.
Yeah.
I also own Haas's Steakhouses across
You
Pennsylvania.
do. You just bought the Haas family
I
is
didn't
now
just buy.
shoeless.
I mean, yeah.
And
What he
they-
did was he wrote Haas Steakhouse on a piece of paper and then he mailed it to himself, along with all of our songs on a burnt CD.
Yeah.
So all the money's going to him.
That's
at the
how
end
you.
of it.
That's how. In case you're out there, starving artist said it's starving artist. Well, first of all, go to Haas's and buy a steak if you're starving. Second of all,
Then I won't
that's
be
how you
Mention
copyright,
his
right?
name.
Just mail it to yourself.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mention Schulzenberger.
Keep the post office alive. They're struggling right now. All
Thank
they,
you
all they have is wedding invitations.
for having us today. Actually, you named all the bands that you're in and all the things that you do. You seem very busy.
I'm pretty busy.
You told us that you have to cut early today for another
But it's
engagement.
not about me, Sam. So let's bring it back to you, because we only have 28 more minutes to go. So, guys, the Fun Boys. You're
Yes.
the Fun Boys.
Supposedly.
Is that you guys?
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
pronounced
awesome.
it correctly too. Not a lot of people get that exactly right.
Really? Well, how do they stumble?
It's the Fun Boys. A lot of people just say Fun Boys, which is a weird thing that happens with band names. If you don't have a the in front of your name, people will put one there.
So,
And
like-
Well, so I have the opposite problem. I'm in Vinyl Rhino, and we get the Vinyl Rhinos.
Exactly,
Oh, I like
exactly.
Which
Vinyl
makes me feel
Rhinos.
like we should be like, shoebop, shoebop, with the Vinyl Rhinos, baby. Like it doesn't.
And
do
we're
it.
totally shoobop, and it's like
Yeah.
we're the Fun Boys, but
Oh.
it's like Fun Boys all over the place. So I appreciate it.
This is our new name. We used to be called the Vinyl Rhinos.
Yeah, is that what your name is? And then I mail a piece of paper to you that says cease
Yeah.
and desist from that name immediately, or you will be stampeded.
I know.
Or
Makes sense.
whatever.
Back at the beginning, it
You
was
didn't
all
even
about the
plan
music.
Yeah, I like it. I stand your moral ground, but you're in on the sunglasses. You'll go so
Yeah.
far.
He started the sunglasses.
Well, it makes sense to hear. In my last interview, I literally was sitting here,
I actually didn't know.
and I'm
there was
crying
a
from the
Rhinos.
lights. It was just like, and I had to like keep nodding as wetness is streaming down my face. All right, so Andrew, what do you play? How did you start? How old were you?
Okay.
What are your deepest, darkest fears?
I play guitar.
Okay,
No, I've been playing for a long time. I guess I'm about 12 or 13.
12 or
I started
13.
playing.
Okay,
Late bloomers. I just wanted to be a rock and roll guy, you know?
yeah.
So I wanted to play guitar, so I just started doing it.
What were your musical influences?
Oh, man.
Band, solo artists.
Oh.
What's the one where you heard an album and you're like, I wanna. This is what makes me wanna play.
I don't have an answer for that.
Nothing.
I really don't.
It's a very ethereal
Yeah.
thing that happened to him.
Just came to you, and you saw a sign.
Yeah, I saw the
And you
sign,
just
yeah.
kept on going. All right, Sam. What about you?
When did I
Yeah. When did you start? So you sing in the band.
Yeah, I sing in the band. I was always like interested in being a lead singer the way anyone is, like singing like in the mirror into a hairbrush.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like big for me, and that definitely started when I was like 13 or 14 when I saw the Woodstock film.
Okay.
And it was The Who. It was The Who's performance, and
Nice.
Roger Daltrey, and the Fringe, and everyone in the outfits and like the lights and everything like that. So that's what first got me into it. I started out playing music, like instruments and stuff, in a band called Silent Old Mountains.
I know Silent. I've seen you guys play.
Yeah, prior to that I'd only done poetry, and I started in that band just doing poetry, but then I eventually learned how to like clap in time, and
It's hard for us. lead
worked up to
singers.
like tambourine and then
Yeah.
like banjo and stuff like that. But now I get to sing with the Fun Boys, which is really exciting because I've known these guys for a while and watched them play music for a long time, and so it's really exciting to have this conglomeration of people to get to
Yeah.
do this thing that I've wanted to do since I had a hairbrush.
How old were you then? Do you think in your hairbrush days?
Oh my god!
And you have great hair, by the way. By the way, great hair all around.
Thank you.
Part of the
Thank you,
uniform, or
guys.
just
You
a
too.
just a coincidence, or
You
is that a
too.
uniform thing too? No buzz cut.
Well,
Wally also has great hair.
A Wally behind the camera here has
It's
fantastic
like
hair.
it's a heck of a thing.
It's a trademark, yeah. So how old were you when you started utilizing your hairbrush for more than just hair?
When I started singing, no, this was the first time I've ever been like a lead singer in a band. The first time I ever like sang in front of people was with Andrew Brommel, the lead singer of Silent Mountains, just at like an open mic doing like covers and stuff like that. and then I was into karaoke, but this is the first time I've gotten to do the lead singer.
Oh, that's exciting. How does that differ?
It's really exciting. I feel like I'm good at it. It's what I've wanted to do for a long time. Just the James Brown singing and dancing thing. And being in front of a crowd, entertaining a group of people. It's exciting. Yeah, I like it. And I mean, with this specific project, we get to be pretty goofy and do real silly stuff.
I can't tell at all. You guys are so straightforward. It's really hard to get a vibe on. You're so
we
straight.
wore outfits to let people know.
The outfits are just to throw people off, right?
It's a juxtaposition.
I like that. I love that. So Colin,
Oh,
who does
thank you for
everything
asking.
in the band?
I do everything in the band. I've been playing music since before these guys were born.
Okay.
Haas is older than me. I think Austin is too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I taught these guys how to play their instruments basically.
Essentially.
They show up to my house for lessons
Mhm.
3 times a week, and then we have practice on the 4th day. Kind of like Beefheart. Captain Beefheart did the same thing. But I feed them more than Beefheart.
Do you cook? Do you really feed them?
I don't.
I can't tell if
I'm
you're
not
being
cooking
facetious.
for them.
I came here to interview. I'm getting a comedy show.
No, this is true. No, we eat a diet of raw beans, and
Okay.
we've been doing it since the band got started. And they've learned a lot under my direction. And
Yeah.
Sam's a much better guitarist than he was before we started.
And your protein is just improving
Yes,
with all those beans.
yes.
I am a much better guitarist, but that's not much better, and none
Kind of like.
of that was the raw beans thing, though.
Yeah.
So what's up with the raw? Are you literally trying to become bigger than the Beatles? You're just eating as many beans as possible?
Yeah, one of them's got to be magic.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually, it's a
Yeah.
numbers game.
It is a numbers game.
That's the curse of like playing the lottery, like when you because then you have to play your numbers every day, and then the day you don't play, your numbers come up, and you jump off the Golden Gate
That's
Bridge.
right. So if you keep eating the same beans by the same company.
No.
Monsanto's probably.
Are you? Is this a?
Monsanto, yeah, no, Monsanto, we got a real deal.
Is it a sponsorship? Cause
Ah.
Few sponsors, actually.
wait till
All right,
after
come
the
on.
interview. You might be
We'd
getting
have
a phone
much
call.
nicer outfits if we were getting
Hey,
Monsanto money.
those are Monsanto.
Austin would be
turtlenecks.
wearing his Gucci turtleneck if we had Monsanto money.
Well,
But yeah, we're sponsored by Monsanto.
Yeah, we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You are
absolutely. It's not a lot.
after this,
Yeah,
you
we
are
can't joke about
for sure. So, how did you guys? Before we have you play a song, just how did you all? You said you knew each other and of each other. How did you form this band? When did you form this band?
Well, I suppose it was really from the ashes of Sea Knuckle. There was a point in time, I guess Silent Mountains had just started again. I lived in Frederick for a long time, moved back in with my mother for the reason people move back in with their mothers, and then
Because you miss them a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I love my mom. Hey, Serena Selwick.
She's watching. No.
Maybe. No, she is sweet like that. But I started hanging out around town again, and I just had some weird amount of time on my hands. And Colin and our original bassist Matt had a couple songs, and I just kind of kept showing up. I mean, that's essentially like how it started.
Yeah, Matt and I probably had 8 songs in the beginning, and then we put in a different installment of the band.
Mhm.
And Sam was still leading. I was playing keyboard at the time.
Okay.
And then we had a different drummer and a different bass player. And now this is the current installment where I'm playing drums now.
Mhm.
But yeah.
How is that for you as an artist? Do you decide what instrument you're going to play based on them, or is it more like, hey, I really want to play this, let
Well,
me build the band around
If I'm
it?
writing anything, I always have a piano. But if I'm
Sure.
sometimes. But then with these guys, it's like drums all the time.
Okay.
But today we're just kind of like we're being special.
We did some new
Ah.
arrangements. We did some new arrangements for the program.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, let's go ahead and we don't want to keep anybody waiting too long. I do want to give you some shout outs. Greg Svedberg said they are fun to watch. Well, that's good. Keeping with the name.
That's exactly. Thank you, Greg.
Brian Weekly says, hi, fellas.
Oh, snap. Brian Weekly is incredibly talented. Bro, Brian Weekly. If he happens to comment the name of a project he's participating in, you should probably check out that
Okay,
project.
so everybody
Brian
just
Weekly.
go stalk Brian's page. He's right on the thread right now, apparently. He's
Oh,
the
man.
guy to watch. One to watch.
Brian.
And then John Gaithier, I think you pronounce it, or
John
Gaithier.
Gothier, I know that guy.
Gaithier. That name is Gothier than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I like it. He said, Colin never changes. He just keeps getting funnier every year.
That's our Colin.
Thanks, John.
I think that's great.
John, I played a gig at Dante's in Frostburg and you didn't show up and you were only 5 minutes away. I'll see you next week.
Blacklisted.
Oh.
Just kidding, no, I'm just kidding, John. Thanks. I love you, dude.
All right, shout out to everybody else watching. I see Ron Lehman's on here, Dave Merrill, Michael Gray, amazing Michael Gray, and Ryan Nussbaum, Michael DiMattia. I Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we are going to have a tune now from the Fun Boys. Don't forget the.
Do you want to sit here?
What are you going to play for us? Tell us about it,
Thanks,
guys.
Ashley. This is a song called Snakes and Snakes and Snakes and Snakes and Snakes, and I wrote it for 6 years.
That's good. That's nice.
Am I in the frame, Mark? Thanks, pal. Okay, I'll count it off
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes. Your shoulders, baby, how your jaw and arms, I can see your jaw and your arms. Well, I'm the shark that smells sharks, so your headphones hitting on the bar. Well, meet us, praise him, pray whisper prayers before I'm slain. Before I'm slain, swallowed cement by mistake, scraping things over blood stains on the highway. Blind Valley headlights in the nighttime, knelt down in the crosswalk, fastening my fanciest new, stepping out shoes, sweating and dreading how the venom that spewed all over your tail every night, paint your nails. Venom heals venom, spit venom, drink venom, poison the boys who are wrong, making noise, and those snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes. Well, honey, darling, cutie, baby, oh, baby, you are a cute little baby. Why don't you smile for me? You would look just like my mommy. I can't take real faces in crowded spaces. Swallowed cement by mistake, scraping things over blood stains on the highway. Struck blind by the headlights in the nighttime, knelt down in the crosswalk, fastening my fanciest and new, stepping out shoes, sweating and dreading the venom that spewed all over your tail every night, paint your nails. Venom heals venom, spit venom, drink venom, poison the boys who are all making noise. And there's snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes. Go! All right, one more time. Wait, did we get that? Wait, one more time. Thank you.
Thank you.
think you had like an encore there for every snake. Is that like,
Yeah.
is that the
Uh-huh.
plan? Each snake, a snake solo?
I've never thought about
One
that
solo per
actually.
snake?
I could probably work that. That's
I
actually
mean,
a good idea.
Yeah, well, you know, I feel like every snake,
Well,
every
what-
dog has its day. Why
that's-
not every snake has
Instead
its
of one more
solo?
time, we'll be like, this one for Ashley. Bow, bow, da, 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 da.
And dude, I don't mind snakes actually. You know, a lot of girls
Really,
are
I'm
scared
really
of them.
scared of snakes.
I'm terrified of lizards. It's a snake with legs. How is that not worse?
I had a.
That
Like-
bang.
Like, really? There's
I just feel like all snakes are poisonous. Like that's why I think
Maybe.
I'm afraid of it. Maybe.
Really?
I think
Wait,
that's
are
the
they?
problem with
So-
our world these days.
We don't know, right? Like what, like pick your poison. But like, if you had a
Oh.
snake, maybe you need a snake ID book for like.
Oh, snake ID. Like
I got a snake ID one time, and I was able to buy beer before I was
A
21.
snake ID. You go, and this is definitely me. But that was great, guys. What a cool song. So, who writes your music? Who writes the lyrics?
Sam wrote snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes.
I'm-
and snakes.
In its
I wrote-
entirety? Yeah.
Mhm.
I
All
wrote.
6
I mean,
years.
I
All
wrote
6
it on the piano. Yeah, I wrote it on the piano before I knew how to play piano.
Okay.
And it took a long time because I didn't know how to play piano.
Yeah.
But then I learned how to. Yeah, Colin writes a lot of the songs too. We all like try to write like everybody like puts in. Do you know what
Cool.
I mean? And like that song, you know, was finished with the band. Like that ending never existed before. Like I gave that song to Colin to like work with.
Like I said, I total control. Like, yeah, it's crazy how much control I have. Like,
It's
where
fine.
they
No.
go, Where they go, you know, I have ankle bracelets on them right now.
I would think they were collars, but that's the turtleneck is covering that up, and Austin just has to give
exactly.
it
That's
in.
it. Yeah,
It's just
that's
not
right.
there, yeah.
No,
That's right.
we all have anklets too.
You
Yeah,
do?
yeah, I got a song about it.
Nice. I like jewelry from my band members. They just haven't given me any.
Jewelry for my band members.
They give whiskey
Beer
for my
for
men.
my-
Yeah. They do give me whiskey, so maybe it's whiskey for your lead singers, jewelry for your
Horses.
bandmates. So guys, tell us about some of the gigs you have coming up, so they can see you live. Well, this is live technically.
We have something on Saturday. We're playing at Guido's
We'll be Guido's
on
on
Saturday.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna
what
be
time?
playing at Guido's on Saturday with like a friend of ours that they're on tour. Another local band called Bleach Bandit. Well, I mean, like Guido's is tough sometimes. Like I would say, like you could show up at 9:30 and probably catch all the music.
Yeah?
Sure.
But if you wanted to see us play, you could show up at
Wait till
10:30.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it'd be
Okay.
nice of you to show up.
But yeah, you know, you should always like fib a little, because you never
Absolutely.
know. You don't want people to, like, people
Absolutely.
are late,
You
you
get
know?
some, yeah,
Just
exactly.
get them in there 9:30 and then they can have some wings first,
We're
right?
playing our buddy Way's Memorial Day
But that's a
party on
closed
Sunday.
party.
That's
That's a
closed, and you
closed
can't
party.
come.
Well, why
You
are you
can't crash
telling
it like
us about
Aaron's
it?
party.
I was just
Colin,
saying.
you're bossy and you're a
It
tease.
was the only other gig.
Oh my gosh.
It was the only other gig I remember. That's why
Yeah,
I
you're
said
like,
it.
I remember this one.
But don't go to Waylon's house.
Also in June, there's a new venue that's opening up in town called the New Spire Art Stages. That,
Oh, I love New Spire,
Yeah,
yeah.
a group of really committed people have been working to make happen for a while. And so we're playing, I guess, the first in like a summer series. We're playing with Luna and Time Columns, and that's going to be a really exciting thing. That's why we got the outfits, was to blow up that show.
You just want to impress Luna, I understand.
No, I mean, no,
She's
no,
awesome.
it's mostly Time Columns. Have you
She's
seen
cool.
those guys? Shout out Stefan. Yeah, we're playing New Spire. It's June 22nd. That's June 22nd,
Okay.
and that'll be a really
So this
fun.
Saturday at Guido's, 9:30ish, to make sure you get a space, and then June 22nd
Yeah, New Spire Art
at New
Stages.
Spire Arts. That's a really cool space, and this is your first time playing it, because it's new, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And they have other shows that are going to be happening there this summer.
May
until
31st.
May
We're
31st.
playing at
Area 31. Area 31.
Area 31,
On
where's
West
that?
Patrick Street, it's like across the street from NOLA. There's like a little nook you
There's
can
like
see back
an
there.
alley.
It's they do film screenings and what have you there. They had a Monday night movie
Sam's
night
like
for a
doing
while.
some real fourth wall stuff. I kind of want to be facing this direction too. That's what's going on.
Wait, are you talking about our friends at home?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Are you
just
talking
telling-
about
yeah,
our friends at home?
Yeah, get in the camera.
Do you see
Get
a
up there.
clue?
Yeah, get up there, dude.
I didn't used to have this desk,
Where?
and I was always very concerned. Now you're just out. You don't even need a desk. You don't want a desk. You're untethered. I feel like no matter what I can do, I
He's untethered.
I cannot see Austin this entire interview, no matter what. I've got Andrew back. Like, you moved, and I still can't see you. It's great. So I
can see him all right.
see you of turtlenecks. So the Fun Boys. That's some gigs that you can check out. And where can we find your music?
We're all everywhere. Yeah.
Spotify, iTunes.
Okay.
Our Facebook has some cool stuff on it.
Well, I mean,
A lot of videos,
Bandcamp.
YouTube.
Luckily,
Bandcamp.
we have the extreme privilege that if you Google the Fun Boys, we show up. We show up and we're like the first hits.
That's
Associated with Fun Boys. So most stuff is that. Like,
Huh.
because they are very popular
Yeah.
across the whole globe.
I've
We
heard
are
of
popular in a very small part of the globe.
That's okay.
But we still show up if you throw the Fun Boys in Google. That's true.
I love it. So just Google, and you'll find everything that you ever need and more. So guys, any other shout outs you want to give? I know we have someone tuning in, and his name is Rich Hipster, and Rich is like...
That's not his real name.
No, see,
Rich Hipster
okay,
is
all
like,
right,
say
Joey,
my name.
this is an issue of contention right now. Rich Hipster is like mutual Facebook friends with all my friends, and I see what you post. I'm like, oh, okay, but I still don't know who you are.
Who it is,
I
right?
don't know who
What
it
if
is.
he's in this room right
It's
now?
Tom?
It's Tom.
He could be here right now.
Okay, are we not allowed to say that? Do you have like a Facebook profile? Like, is it because
It's Banksy.
It's Banksy. That makes sense to me now.
Makes sense. We
Rich,
also have
I'm so
Matthew.
happy you're watching, dog.
Matthew Dabson.
Oh, Matthew Dabson!
I will show you. There's some emojis here.
Wow.
I can't. It's a mouth and some hearts. If that means something to you guys, we probably shouldn't talk about it on there.
Matt's our original bass player. Yeah, Matt's the original bass player of this band.
Oh, hey, man. And then Kathleen Whalen Johnson said, love you.
Yes, it's my Aunt Kathleen. It's my Aunt Kathleen. Kentucky came through. That's so tight. I love you, Aunt Kathleen.
She called you Samuel. She's not playing.
No, I mean, she's my auntie. She can call me whatever she
Yes,
wants.
she can.
I love you, Aunt Kathleen. It's nice to talk to you.
Nick Carter says, happy to see Colin.
Oh my God, Aaron Carter? Oh my God, wait a minute. Is that
Carter's brother.
Nick Carter from the Backstreet
Same one.
Boys?
Same one.
Oh, snap, that is weird. That is so cool.
Fantastic. All right, so guys, would you do us the honor of taking us out with another tune?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
What are you going to play for us now?
This song's called Play. Colin wrote it.
Play? Okay.
Yeah, he had a job he didn't like very much, and it was really frustrating.
What was the job?
Yeah, Colin, what was the job?
I think it was just, I forget. I think I was.
I could totally say what it was, but
Was it another sign company?
No, I just don't want to go. I just don't want to go blowing up his spot.
Yeah,
but
let's do that.
he had a job and he was exhausted by it, and he showed me the song that he wrote, and I'm like, that's
I was just
really
working
good.
nights.
Yeah, any job that is not music usually
Yeah,
is pretty crappy.
it was a night
Yeah.
job though. I think that's what really got me.
All right, well, let's hear that. It's called Play by the Fun Boy.
Oh, wait a minute. These are castanets
Oh, yeah.
that were provided by Making Music for our performance today. Thank you, Making Music. All right, guys. I feel some kind of ready.
Yep, take it away.
This is a completely kind of ready. 3, 4. Really wanna give it up, dig the hole and turn it all, bury me deeper, deeper, bury me. I just wanna play, really wanna play. I just wanna play. It gets harder, so much harder. Living is the joy in it. I don't mind. I just wanna play. Really wanna play. I just wanna play. It gets harder, so much harder. But maybe with some practice and this handful of pencils, I'll be okay.
Friends.
Maybe with some good friends, then we all go hiding, but I'll be okay. Love you. Yeah. My dog dies and my dad dies. I get the car if I go back to church and feed my cats to Satan. Okay, it gets harder, so much harder. I'll be okay. It gets harder. Ashley, do you want to ask me one more interview question?
Yes,
All
I
right.
do.
Okay, ask me what do I want to do on the first day of summer?
Sam, what do you want to do on the first day of summer?
I just want to play. I really want to play. I just want to play. Yeah, it gets harder. I'll be okay. It gets harder. I'll be okay.
drama. I'm a super fan of that. You know?
That's a really nice compliment.
It is.
Oh my gosh, I think you're the only person. You should talk to my ex-girlfriends.
Well, I meant as a unit, all of the snakes in the Fun Boys.
Okay, yeah, still talk to my ex-girlfriends.
Well, okay, lovely lady, I'm sure. So this has been my fantastic guest, the Fun Boys. Thank you all. Check them out on their social.
Thank you, Ashley.
Give it a Google.
Thanks, Making Music.
Join us next time here at Making Music for Local Live. We're gonna have Brickyard Road on June 4th. They are a Skinnerd cover band, so I'm pretty excited for that. It's gonna be on a Tuesday, not a Saturday night special. So join us on June 4th at 5:30 here at Making Music.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Y'all come back now.
Cool, thanks guys.
Thanks, guys. Great
Yeah,
job.
Thank you, guys.
You want to do the photo?
Can you do the photo for us
yes,
again
yeah,
real
of
quick?
course.
Let's do a photo of everybody for us.
Oh, yeah.
July.
Yep.
Everybody
That's
helped.
what we did.
Everybody helped. We did a good job. That was a good show, guys. Good job.
Yeah, you did great.
Good show. Good job.
Just keep it going.
Like a golden retriever, we were so excited in the beginning, didn't have as much time in the second round question.
That's fine.
It's okay. And yeah.
Alright, now we can do the photo with everybody, Mark and Ashley and all of us.
Love it.
Just gonna squeeze it behind in between you guys.
Dave, you wanna get in there?
You want to do it,
Yeah, that's nice. Nice.
Well,
Take a
will
knee.
it
Fine,
work?
That's good.
Slide in here somewhere.
Yeah, come on in. Whoever wants
Still
to
can't
show.
see Austin. He's like always behind something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, alright, everybody give me the finger.
No.
That works?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody give me the,
Oh, wait, yeah, dude. I throw that shit down all the time. I'm like, take it
That's
easy.
my favorite thing.
Getting out of here,
That's
man.
all I do. Pretty much my jam, dude.
You do both hands?
Yeah, I do.
What if you have to like high five while you're doing it?
Five people.
Thank you.
how about 10?
10.
10
Let
photos.
me see here. My eyes
I gotta
closed and
get
anything.
to class with you. We'll catch you later, man. Have a good one.
Hello.